Moving on, amidst the raids and Rajniti in the national capital, slowly the news has been tightening around taint. From Deputy Chief Minister to Party Chief and even ministers, no one is being spared by the anti-graft sleuths. Of course, on the flip side, the opposition parties have alleged that the political rivals of BJP are being singled out by the central agencies. However, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given a call to weed out graft and Ghotala. With a spike in Rajniti, it appears anti-graft is emerging as the biggest issue ahead of 2024 elections. The latest flashpoint, of course, has been the Delhi excise case. Here are some of the reactions.
मैं आज आपके सामने कहना चाहता हूं कि 2024 का चुनाव आम आदमी पार्टी वर्सेस भारतीय जनता पार्टी होने जा रहा है। अब तक लोग पूछते थे कि मोदी वर्सेस हु। अब पूरे देश में माहौल बन रहा है कि मोदी जी नहीं चाहिए, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को एक मौका देना है। एक मौका अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को देना है। अब ये बात पूरे देश से गूंजने लगी है। पूरा देश आज अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के साथ चल रहा है, इसलिए मोदी जी आज रोकना चाहते हैं।
ये लोग जनता के सामने और जनता की आंखों में धूल झोंकने का प्रयास करते हैं। राजनीति में आने से पहले भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ आंदोलन तो करते थे, लेकिन आज तक उस पर किया क्या? इतना ही किया कि आकर भ्रष्टाचार के नए रिकॉर्ड बनाने अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, जो किंग पिन है भ्रष्टाचार के, और अक्यूज नंबर 1 मनीष सिसोदिया जी ने किया।
Well, let's now play out Prime Minister Narendra Modi's reaction, what he said about graft, what he said about corruption on Independence Day.
भारत जैसे लोकतंत्र में जहां लोग गरीबी से जूझ रहे हैं, जब एक तरफ से देखते हैं, एक तरफ वो लोग हैं जिनके पास रहने के लिए जगह नहीं है, दूसरी पार वो तरफ लोग हैं जिनको अपना चोरी किया हुआ माल रखने के लिए जगह नहीं है। ये स्थिति अच्छी नहीं है दोस्तों, और इसलिए हमें भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ पूरी ताकत से लड़ना है। जो लोग पिछली सरकारों में बैंकों को लूट लूट करके भाग गए, उनकी संपत्तियां जब्त कर करके वापस लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। कईयों को जेलों में जीने के लिए मजबूर करके रखा हुआ है। हमारी कोशिश है जिन्होंने देश को लूटा है उनको लौटाना पड़े, वो स्थिति हम पैदा करेंगे। अब भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ मैं साफ देख रहा हूं कि हम एक निर्णायक कालखंड में कदम रख रहे हैं। बड़े बड़े चमरबंदी भी बच नहीं पाएंगे। इस मिजाज के साथ भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ एक निर्णायक कालखंड में अब हिंदुस्तान कदम रख रहा है। भ्रष्टाचार दीमक की तरह देश को खोखला कर रहा है। मुझे इसके खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़नी है, लड़ाई को तेज करना है।
All right, let's open this up. Let's go across to our guests. We have Vineet Goenka, spokesperson of the BJP and political analyst, also a lawyer, Touseef Ahmed, joining us. Good evening to both of you. Vineet Goenka, I'm sure you heard reactions. Aam Aadmi Party is making it about the 2024 elections now. And according to the Aam Aadmi Party, it's going to be Modi versus Kejriwal in 2024.
See, Aam Aadmi Party currently is in a situation where they have to defend their top leadership, which is certainly into this act of corruption, the favoritism which they have done, and the way they wanted to spoil the future of the citizens of Delhi, by pushing liquor in their throat, and 2, pushing the students out of the classroom. I think now the days are numbered. They are trying to deflect the attention of the citizens. Citizens are very smart. Transparency will be one of the cards for 2024 elections. 1. 2, people will also count upon what did you do. For example, in the central government, the direct benefit transfer shows the commitment of transparency in the amount of corruption which has been saved. Number two, the GST collections have gone up.
You know, while you're citing the work done by the BJP, Aam Aadmi Party is also talking about the transformation in the education sector.
Fantastic.
They are saying the entire globe.
Thank you.
They are saying the entire world is praising their model, their Mohalla clinic model, their education system.
Okay, very nice, very nice. See, your own newspaper, your group newspaper, Times of India, on 1st February 2019, gave figures. 1,55,436 students failed in 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th in Delhi government school. I repeat, 1,55,436 students failed as per the report of Times of India. Out of which only 52,582 students got readmission and rest were denied. The word denied is mentioned there. You can go and check your own newspaper. So 1,02,000 students were thrown out of the education system of Delhi government just to improve their statistics. Their futures are in doubt. And all the students have taken admission in either MCD schools or national open schooling system. Now, by compromising the future of these students, if you want to improve your statistics and try to show some foreign newspaper, I have little respect for that foreign newspaper. Rather, I have more respect for Times of India. And if you doubt my calculation, please tell me. And I'll quote another also.
No, I need to take a reaction from our other panelists also.
Very good. I'll give you
No, please, I'll come to you for a counter. Please, I want to bring in Touseef Ahmed as well. Touseef Ahmed, BJP says it's going to be Modi versus Nota, not Arvind Kejriwal.
No, this 2024 election is going to be a very interesting. 2024 is going to be a very interesting election. You see, it is going to be an aggregate of a state election, even though it is a parliamentary election. We have India follows a parliamentary democracy where it does not need to declare, prime ministerial candidate beforehand. And yes, alliances are required. So in states where we have state leaders, stronger state leaders in different regions, there will be an election between them and Mr. Modi. There we have Uttar Pradesh, where there's going to be an alliance which will be against BJP. We have Bihar, then you come to Bengal, we have Mamata Banerjee. You go to Maharashtra, you have NCP and Shiv Sena.
So you're saying regional parties versus Prime Minister Modi. Tell me something.
In Delhi and Punjab, you have Arvind Kejriwal as well.
Okay, do these statements coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party reek of arrogance when the Aam Aadmi Party says that it is the growing popularity of Arvind Kejriwal which is unsettling the BJP and hence the raids?
I won't say arrogance. There is no doubt that people have showered Aam Aadmi Party with votes in certain regions. And for example, you have Delhi and Punjab. And yes, there is an amount of popularity, there is an amount of acceptance in those regions where Aam Aadmi Party has performed very well. And I am saying that there need not be a grand national alliance. There can be a state-wise alliances which will eventually give 2024 an alternate a non-BJP government at the center.
So you're saying it's not about one single party.
This is what is going to be.
Not about one single party. It will be about coming together of the regional parties and the regional leaders. Okay. Vineet Goenka, if anti-graft is going to be the biggest issue of 2024, the counter that is already coming in from the opposition parties is that BJP sees corruption only in the opposition parties, hence central agencies only knock on the doors of leaders of the opposition parties.
Well, there is a saying in Bengali, which I will translate in English. Chore mai bodo kal. The thief, mother of the thief, yells louder and she shouts louder that he's clean and there is nothing. The police are harassing. No thief on this planet ever admits that he's a thief. He would rather say that. Now, if one Mr. Allaram, he says that go and catch Amatullah, go and catch Tahir Hussain first, go and catch Somnath Bharti first, and then come in arrest me, does not reduce his crime. The crime has been committed. He knows that why he has reduced the age of drinking, why he has increased the number of hours of drinking, why he has increased the number of days when the liquor can be sold. You know that he has increased the commission 600%. From 2.5% commission, they have brought it to 12.5% commission. They have increased the number of shops. Now, I have nowhere in the world seen that the distributor can check his own quality. That provisions will be done where you don't have to go to government, and rather the distributor will check his own quality. Now, this whole thing, and Deputy Chief Minister shamelessly does a PowerPoint presentation on equitable distribution of liquor. He has never done that for water. He has never done this for healthcare. He has never done that for oxygen in that COVID period. They have enlisted, blacklisted companies. They have refunded earnest deposit against all the rules. And we know that the 30 crore rupees should have been forfeited, but he did that. They have released 50 rupees per box of foreign liquor so that the cost will come down. Okay. Liquors have been served in pouch. Now, all this was done because they had intention to have money and they have got gratifications.
Okay, now those are allegations that the central agency. Okay, now those are allegations that the central agency is looking into. And that's why the raids were conducted. So, of course, the central agencies have a big task as far as the liquor policy is concerned. I want to ask Touseef Ahmed this one very simple, straight question. As far as the agencies are concerned, they are just doing their job. Why target them? Why politicize the issue? Why say that it's the BJP which is raiding? Because those were the words of the Aam Aadmi Party. It's not the CBI which is raiding Manish Sisodia. It is the BJP which is raiding Manish Sisodia. Why not let the agencies do their job first? Let's see what they conclude.
You see, it would be very naive of BJP or anyone supporting BJP to think that people, voters of this country do not understand the ploy, the game and the misuse of the central agencies that BJP is doing. It is all out in the open. You take a look at the ED performance, less than 0.5% of conviction. You look at the Supreme Court's comment, although it was in the previous government, that central agencies are caged parrot. The functioning has not changed. If earlier government used these agencies as caged parrot, the current regime is also doing the same, and in fact it has surpassed. There are more numbers of false cases. There are even lesser number of conviction, which exposes the BJP's, the current regime's, strategy to only, to use or rather misuse these agencies, not with an intention to unearth any graft or to stop corruption, but to reap political dividend out of it, but to create to create some kind of propaganda, some kind of give some kind of optics to the media and use it for their own benefit. But people, voters of India, are intelligent enough to understand when these agencies are being misused, and when these agencies work with a pure intention of fighting the corruption.
Okay. All right. Touseef Ahmed and Mr. Goenka, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. We'll have to wait to see what the agencies conclude, and then this will also have to be proven in the court of law. Meanwhile, the political blame game is intensifying. Thank you very much for joining us.